Today we are going to cover a selection statement. Okay, selection statement. And selection statement, it refers to how can we write the instructions to the computer or the machine so that it can take a decision. There are many forms for the selection statement. One of them is a direct if statement. Okay, so here if statement. Okay, we will cover only if statement and if else. Okay, and another form that if, then elif, and elf, and so forth. And then we have also nested if statement. The selection statement also, we can use a switch case, but we are not going to cover in this session. We will focus only in the if statement. So suppose that I would like to display only the even values between any two numbers. Might be I want to read from the user. I will ask the user to enter a specific number, and then I will display the even number between these two numbers. Okay, so suppose that one that is equal to integer, and I need to ask the user to enter uh, a number. So I have num1 and num2, and then now I want to evaluate. Yeah, might be we can also evaluate if the which one is bigger. Okay, so if number one is bigger than number two, as we can see here, we display a message to the user that number, whatever this number one, is a greater than number two. Otherwise, we will display the number two is greater than number one. So simple like this. So let me run this code. Is connecting now. Let us suppose that number one is 14 and number two was 29. So it says 29 is greater than 14. Let me rerun this again. And now this 50 and number two was 15. So 50 is greater than 15. So this is the first form here, that if else direct. Now here the if else also might be I would like to check if the entered number is an odd or even. Okay, so if I said number, or even if a student pass or fail. Okay, so let us see mark here. Mark, I will ask the user to enter a number. Okay, and I want to evaluate if the mark is greater than or equal 50. So I write mark greater than equal 50, print pass, else print fail. Okay, so if the user here will enter 55, it's fail. So no, this one should be 60, for example, according to our system. So 55 should be fail, and if I run it again, 75, it pass the course or the exam. So we started here by reading the value from the user, and then we are going to write a condition statement. This is a condition using if. So if the condition is greater than or equal 60, so pass, else you fail the course. Now, there are some situations or scenario we need to use multiple conditional statements. Say, for example, if I said write a program that asks the user to enter a mark, and the mark is as follows. Okay, fail any less than 60. Then D grade, it will be 60 to 69. And then C grade, that is 70 to 79. Okay, and then B grade, that is from 80 to 89, and after that we have A grade, that is from 90 to 100. So now let me ask the user to enter a mark from the user, as we can see here. Then I will use if statement. If the mark, I will start with the first situation that or condition that is less than 60 column. Then here there are many ways. I can, first of all, I can declare the grade here and keep it empty. So every time here I'm going to update the grade. So the grade in this case, that is equal to fail. Okay, equal to fail. Okay, so you just remove all this autofill. Okay, now the other condition, elif, the mark greater than or equal 60 and mark less than 70. Okay, column. So in this case, grade equal to D. You are free to put single quotation or double quotation. Both of them are the same. Okay, so we need to repeat the same thing here. Okay, for the other grades. Okay, but you have to keep in mind the indentation, the alignment of your code instructions to make sure that the system will not generate an error for you. Okay, so here we have the grade that is when the value or the condition less than 60, it's fail, or I can write F instead of fail. Okay, so here the grade D, the grade C, the grade B, and the grade A. Now we have one more condition. What is this condition? That is else. What if the user, we have to expect this, if the user enter a mark that is not within this range from 0 to 100. So might be less than 0, might be above 100. So in this case, we have to write print. It's an invalid, or we can ask any message, invalid mark or enter a correct mark, and so forth. Now, once we are done with the if statement, outside the if statement, this one now outside the if statement, because it's not inside or under any of the if statement conditions. So here print the grade is as we can see here, the grade. Okay, so let us run this one now. Good, when we receive such errors, okay, you have to read the errors, the syntax error, as we already explained before. So you can see that it shows to you that there is a closed brackets here at the end is not given. So if I set, for example, 75, it's a C grade. Your grade is C. Now 95, it's A. Now 45, it's F. Okay, and 83, it's B. Your grade is B, as we can see here. Okay, now the next one that we need to discuss here, the nested if statement. If I said, for example, that write a program that ask the user a user that ask user about his age and salary. So if the user age is above 30 and is above 30, okay. Now, according to this, if the age is above 30 and his income and income, okay, say for example 5,000, okay, so he can receive, he cannot not receive a loan. We cannot give him a loan. Okay, if his income, uh, let me just modify this one here. If his income 10,000 and above, we he can get a loan. Okay, now what if if his age is less than 30, he is not eligible for any loan. So now we need to write a program, and this program will receive these data from the user and evaluate if he's eligible for a loan or not. So we need to read two data now. We need to get his age, that is equal to, and also we need to get his income. So we get the age and income. Now I want to evaluate if age um, if age greater than 30, we need the system will do something, evaluate the income. So here, else means that his age is less than 30. So what will be here? Here we will print you are not eligible for loan. Okay. Now, inside this if, we will have another if to evaluate. Inside the if, under this condition, if. Now, I need to evaluate what? I need to evaluate his income. Okay, if the income greater than 5,000, greater than, what the value that I give here? 50,000. It should be 5,000. Okay, if his income greater than if his income okay, I can write only one statement, or I can write two. Okay, so we can write here if his and the income income less than 10,000. We can keep it one statement. Okay. Okay, so if the income less than 10,000, okay, we can print a statement. So print here, okay, a statement, you are not eligible for a loan. Okay, else. Keep in mind this else for the nested if, not for the outside if. Okay, so else you are eligible for a loan. So this is the scenario. As you can see here, we are evaluating if the person, according to his age and income, is eligible to get a loan or no. Firstly, we evaluated his age. If the age is above 30, we need to evaluate income. If his income less than 10,000, he is not eligible. Else he is eligible, which means that his income above 10,000. And if the age actually is less than 30 or equal, okay, we said here is above 30. We didn't say equality. So if it's above 30, this is the scenario. Else he is not eligible. Okay. So what we have here is called nested if, because we have if inside if. Let me run this one. What is the age? Is 35. What is your income? Is 15,000. Okay. You are eligible. Let me run it again. What is the age? Is 25. My salary is 50,000. You are not eligible, because the first criteria, your age must be above 30, whatever your salary. According to the scenario, might be we have another scenario. Okay, could have another scenario. If my age is 40 and my salary is 8,000, I'm not eligible. Not eligible because of the income. The age is okay, but your income is less than the threshold income that is acceptable for salary. That's all for the if statement and if else and if elif multi conditions, and also for the nested if statement. See you in the next session.